In this class, we discuss the sixth lesson, triangles. In triangles, first we discuss the concept of similar figures. Similar figures. Are you familiar with the similar figures? Casually, we say one is similar to the other. One figure or one picture is similar to another picture, or one object is similar to another object, like that. So in geometry we have similar figures, and we are already familiar with the congruent figures. What are congruent figures? Figures having same size and same shape. Same size, same shape. Figures of same shape and same size are called congruent figures. Congruent figures. For example, two squares of same dimension, same length. Two squares of same length are congruent squares. Two rectangles of same dimension, length and breadth, are congruent figures. In congruent figures, the number of sides and the length of the sides are also equal, and the corresponding angles are also equal. For example, two equilateral triangles. Consider two equilateral triangles of sides of same length, 5 cm, 5 cm. Such two equilateral triangles are congruent equilateral triangles or congruent triangles. And if we consider an equilateral triangle with the side 5 cm, another with the side 8 cm, are they congruent? No, because their sides are not equal in measure, equal in length. Though the angles are equal, the sides are not equal. So polygons having same shape and same size are called congruent figures. Congruent figures. But what about the similar figures? I told you, in an equilateral, two equilateral triangles, one with the 5 cm side and the other with the 6 cm side, are not congruent. Such figures are called similar figures. Similar. Same shape. Same shape, but different size. Size different. Different size. Figures having this property are called similar figures. Similar figures. Or polygons of same number of sides, but size different. Number of shape same, but different size. Size different. Such figures are, or such polygons are called similar figures. Now, is there any relation between congruent figures and similar figures? But again, take a square. A square 2 cm. Another square side 2 cm. Compare these two. All the sides are equal. All the angles are also equal. Corresponding angles are equal. These two figures are congruent. At the same time, they are similar also, because the angles are equal. They have the same number of sides, and ratio of sides is 2:2, 1:1. 1:1. From this it is clear that all congruent figures are similar. All congruent figures are similar. But all similar figures are not congruent. Similar figures are not congruent. Congruent figures are similar. To study this deeply, let us consider the properties of congruent figures and similar figures. In congruent figures, rectangle, rectangle ABCD, rectangle PQRS. All the angles are equal. 90 degree. All the angles are equal. Suppose the side of AB equal to 6 centimeters, 3 centimeters. PQ 6 centimeters, 3 centimeters. So the opposite sides are parallel and equal. The remaining 6, 3. Now compare these two figures. These two, they have the same number of sides. Their angles are equal. Corresponding angles. Corresponding angles mean A corresponds to P, B corresponds to Q, D corresponds to S, C corresponds to R. Corresponding. So the sides of one rectangle or a rectangle ABCD and the corresponding sides of rectangle PQRS are equal and corresponding angles are equal. Here corresponding angles are equal, corresponding sides are equal. Therefore, a rectangle ABCD is congruent to rectangle PQRS. We conclude that rectangle ABCD and rectangle PQR are congruent rectangles. This is because the corresponding sides, what are the corresponding sides? AB corresponds to PQ, BC corresponds to QR, AC corresponds to BC, CD corresponds to RS, DA corresponds to SP. Corresponding sides. What are these corresponding sides are equal? What are the corresponding angles? Angle A corresponds to angle P. Angle B corresponds to angle Q. Angle C corresponds to angle R. Angle D corresponds to angle S. All the corresponding angles are equal. Corresponding sides are equal, corresponding angles are equal. Figures having this property are called congruent figures. Congruent figures. Now, let us consider another pair of figures. Rectangle again. Rectangle ABCD. Rectangle PQRS. Here 10 centimeter, 4 centimeter, 5 centimeter, 2 centimeters. Angles are what are the corresponding sides here? AB corresponds to PQ. BC corresponds to QR. CD corresponds to RS. DA corresponds to SP. Are these correspondences equal? Can we say that AB equal to PQ? AB not equal to PQ because AB equal to 10, BC equal to 5. PQ is equal to 5 centimeters, suppose. Measures are in centimeters. PQ equal to 5. AB not equal to PQ. Not equal to PQ. That means these two figures are not congruent. But do they have any other property? Let us see. What is the ratio of AB and PQ? AB and PQ 10 is to 5 is equal to 1 is to 2. 2 is to 1 equal to 2 is to 1. 10 is to 5. Now here also BC is not equal to RQ. BC not equal to RQ. But BC is to, what is the ratio of BC and QR? BC is to QR 4 is to 2. 4 is to 2 equal to 2 is to 1. Then DC. DC is to RS is also 10 is to 5, 1 is 2 is to 1. 2 is to 1. And AD is to SP equal to 2 is to 1. 4 is to 2. 2 is to 1. Here sides, corresponding sides are not equal, but the corresponding sides are in the same ratio. 2 is to 1, 2 is to 1. From the ratio of the side corresponding sides of rectangle PQRS and rectangle ABCD. What is the ratio? 1 is to 2. Sides are in the same ratio. Sides are in the same ratio. Sides mean corresponding sides are in the same ratio. What about the corresponding angles? Angle A corresponds to angle P. Angle B corresponds to angle Q. Angle C corresponds to angle R. Angle D corresponds to angle S. And what is the relation between angle A and angle P? Are they equal? Yes, they are right angles. So, angle A here, angle A equal to angle P, angle B equal to angle Q, angle C equal to angle R, angle D equal to angle S. So, the corresponding angles, in this case, corresponding angles are equal. Corresponding angles are equal. And what about the corresponding sides? Are they equal? Corresponding sides, they are not equal, but they are in the same ratio or proportional. The corresponding sides are in the same ratio. Same ratio or proportion or in proportion or in proportion or proportional. Corresponding sides are proportional or in the same ratio or in proportion. So in the previous case, that is in the case of congruent figures, the corresponding sides are equal and the corresponding angles are also equal. But in the case of these two figures, quadrilateral ABCD, rectangle ABCD, or quadrilateral ABCD and quadrilateral PQRS, or rectangle ABCD and rectangle PQRS, the corresponding angles are equal. The corresponding sides are in the ratio, same ratio or proportional. Such figures are called similar figures. Similar figures. So, similar figures having the property, the corresponding angles are equal and the corresponding sides are in the same ratio or proportional. Same ratio is also referred to as scale factor. Scale factor, same ratio. Another term for same ratio is scale factor or representative factor. Representative ratio. Same ratio is also called the scale factor or representative fraction or representative fraction. Same ratio. Now, what are the properties of similar figures, or how will you say, or when will you decide when two figures of same number of sides or two polygons of same number of sides and same shape are given? How can we decide, or how can we compare these two? Whether all the corresponding angles are equal and whether all the corresponding sides are in the same ratio. If polygons satisfying these two conditions, we call them similar figures of similar polygons. Similar polygons. Now consider two triangles. These triangles, triangle ABC, triangle PQR. Now look at the triangle. Look at the corresponding sides and corresponding angles. Compare them. Are the corresponding angles equal? What are the corresponding angles? Angle A, angle B. Angle B, angle Q. Angle C, angle R. And the symbols show that the corresponding angles are equal. Now corresponding sides. Are the corresponding sides? AB corresponds to PQ. When we consider triangle ABC and triangle PQR, what are the six correspondences between these two triangles? ABPQ. AB corresponds to PQ, BC corresponds to QR, AC corresponds to PR. 3. Angle A corresponds to angle P. Angle B corresponds to angle Q. Angle C corresponds to angle R. Compare this. All the angles, corresponding angles are equal. What about the corresponding sides? Are they equal? No. Because here AC equal to 5, PQ is equal to 7. Are they proportional or are in the same ratio? AB is to PQ. AB is to PQ. 5 is to 7. 5 is to 7. BC is to QR. 4 is to 8. Equal to 1 is to 2. AC is to PR. Equal to 3 is to 6, 1 is to 2. Two pairs of corresponding sides are in the same ratio, 1 is to 2, 1 is to 2. But the third pair, not in the ratio 1 is to 2. It is 5 is to 7. That means all the corresponding sides are not in the same ratio. Therefore, triangle ABC is not similar to triangle PQR. Triangle ABC is not similar. Not. This is similar. Symbol for similar. Similar. ABC. Triangle PQR. Here not similar. So, for two figures or for two triangles or any polygons become, for two figures are called similar if their corresponding sides are proportional and the corresponding angles are equal. And for congruent figures, corresponding angles are equal, corresponding sides are equal. Then in the same ratio is also referred to as scale factor or representative fraction. Now, read the textbook pages 117 to 122, and after that do the read carefully and understand all the new concepts. Do the exercise 6.1 all questions. Thank you.